Okay. So, I went for I jogged down to the store and got myself some junk food. So the run's gonna help me repair a little bit of damage I did working with the spirits. So the spirits they were getting me to play around with a different toy this time. So I got rid of that rubberized one. So they made me make this toy here. So that's just two wool socks in there. And then you just, you hold it like that, and you just go like that. Well, like that, actually. So, and then you grab this thing here. They made me roll this up here like that, and then I stuffed it. I stuffed it there like that, and then I hold that thing there like that. And you wouldn't believe how great that feels. It feels, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 15, man. It feels better than getting real sex, man, because of the exchange of energy that comes down from the brain, down the spinal cord to the sex organs. It's crazy, man, how good that feels. So, and you can just feel that exchange of energy every time the spirit climaxes. There's an exchange of energy. I'm talking like they're climaxing every couple minutes, every minute almost, around the clock, 24 hours a day. I'm making those spirits climax. So, so one has to question, why am I getting these different levels of sex toys, right? Why? What's up with that? Because they used to just get me to, wrap the old, wrap it up like that. So I would wrap it up like that, just play around with a toy like that. Same thing, like a rag, and I just go like that with the rag. But this one it's a step up. Because it feels so good, I'm not necessarily certain that that's a good thing for my brain. Like it's basically like I'm pleasing the spirit, but when the dopamine is being released, because they're bad spirits releasing, I'm making them climax. I'm basically damaging my brain. At the atomic level, I'm ripping apart atoms. In other words, weakening the blood vessels in my brain, so that one day playing around with them, probably with that toy there, I would die. That's their plan, and they think I wouldn't question their plan, but I question everything. When I'm trying to turn these spirits on, I'm trying to negotiate with them and say, why don't you girls just jump in a UFO, bring the shit down here, man? We can have sex for real. Because I'm not kidding. Come down as a clone of Taylor Swift, or come down as a clone of Dua Lipa. No one has to know. That's what I'm telling the girls. As soon as I say shit like that, they start climaxing, because you can tell that they're getting into it, like thinking about actually jumping in a UFO, coming down here, and doing that, right? So, but at the same time, I'm conversing with them in the mind. I'm trying to be the nice guy, like get them to see the error in their ways, and that they're gonna die if they don't smarten up. So anyhow, these dumb spirits and the AI is trying to manipulate me by putting shit on my phone, making me think that she's working with me. She's not working with me. She's trying to kill me. All those spirits are trying to kill me still. So you ladies didn't learn anything. So I see what you're trying to do, lady. You're trying to kill me with that damn toy that you made for me. So now here comes the story. Okay, let's start here. So I took this in the bathroom. I just happened to look at the toothbrush that was in there. So I have a new theory as to how they've somehow hijacked the purification process in my body. Like when I'm purifying myself, I asked to purify all the atoms in my body, which just so happens to contain three bad guys in my body. Because when I climax, they teleport somebody inside of me. So that's a representation of a fire electron, an air neutron, and a water neutron. The only thing that's missing is the Earth proton, because that's my particle. So my new theory is that they teleported these in, and they must be they must come from people who are like they don't commit sin. So imagine being raised in a place like our place here, but you have like you get selected and say, okay, you can't climax until you get back, and you can't commit sin. You got to be good. You can't touch yourself. You can't do anything. You got to be upstanding citizen. You got to walk around like that until we send you down there, which is I'm assuming between 9 and 9 13, sometime between those ages. They get that I would say 9 because that's what that trailer 9 is about. 9, I am creating you, meaning let's put a 9-year-old kid in a teleporter, send him down here, and then they'll take over the body. So if they sent a 9-year-old kid who didn't commit any sin down here, that's what these represent, coming into my body as pure pure people who try to take over creation. So how do I get these dummies out of there? That's my next question. If they're pure, and I'm pure. I need a way to get them out. But what it's connected to here is that's like a cap. It's the top of the toothpaste, right? So it's a representation of a cap, meaning what they get me to do is that I'll do the math and then I'll go brush my teeth, because I don't like I don't like leaving it on my teeth, because if you play around with it, it eats at your hand, it eats at your fingers. So I don't want the residue sitting on my teeth and gums, eating away at it. So I usually go brush my teeth. But this almost looks like it's one of their magic ways of me brushing my teeth, as their way of trying to cap me. It may not happen right away. It's just something that builds up. Because when I brush my teeth and then I spit it in the sink, all that shit goes into the toilet system, where it mixes with my feces and my urine, which is that's magic shit, man. They use that stuff for magic, man. Urine and spit and shit, man. Every bodily fluid is for their black magic stuff. So anyhow, long story short, I got three kids inside of me that I need to get the hell out of there somehow, some way. How would I do that? More than likely, that's one of the ways that they're trying to kill me, and that's probably why when I went for that run for 2 months that I did the meth for one night and I almost died. As opposed to at the beginning of the Vision Quest, when I could go a whole week without dying. I could probably have like 10 climaxes and not feel a thing. Now if I have one, I'm at the brink of death, knocking on heaven's door. So I know these clowns are inside of me. I'll find a way to get them out of there somehow. More than likely, it'll be through technology. I'll have to get a hold of the elemental universe, tell them to come over here, deatomize me, and get these assholes out of there. And when they put me back together, these 3 fuckheads that are inside of me will be taken out of my body. There'll be morons that think I knew about that. You better guess again, dummies. So, what we're looking at here is the Slaughter Dam for American Werewolf London. Okay, so that's what this is here. That's I know they're trying to kill me. You see how that thing's going through his head here? They're trying to put my head on a stake by giving me a brain aneurysm, by getting me to use this whole sock because of it feeling like 15 times better than a regular vagina. So. Because a lamb, it has wool. Now, this is a wool sock. Man. That's how I know they're trying to assassinate me. So, if we connect that back to Bad Company, Shooting Star, Johnny died one night, died in his bed. Anthony died one night in his bed. So, it may not necessarily happen like at the point of climax. It may take time for that stroke to come on. It may happen when I'm asleep, and I won't wake up. So tonight, going for this stuff here, that's good because I did my exercise. I came back. I protected myself from their black magic of using the toy. Using that toy, so I'm protected now. I can fall asleep comfortable tonight. So, bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. So the bottle of whiskey just means spirits, right? It's called spirits, right? The sleeping tablets. You want to think of that as like I said, at the atomic level, the spirits, when those girls are climaxing in their spirit world, is an atom. They're walking around in a dream. Imagine the atom. So imagine that's a electron, that's a neutron, that's a neutron, and that's a proton up there. So that's where they exist. That's their world. So the evil grandmother is one of those, and the evil mother is one of those, and when she climaxes, she's climaxing as one of those particles, and somehow there's an exchange of energy. But in her world, it's like a dream world. So you want to think of that as being the sleeping tablets, because they're asleep, and when I come to them, the spirits, they're asleep, and I give them a sex dream, and then, when I'm done, right? So they're the sleeping tablets by my head, meaning the atoms in my head are going to be weakened because I'm really giving them a hell of a climax with this. Like, this is the best it's ever felt for them, they said on the videos we were watching. Like, it's the best they've ever felt. It's the best I've ever felt. But, I'm not going to use that damn thing because I know they're trying to kill me. Because I'm with bad company, right? They're not good. They're evil, and their mission is trying to kill me. So Johnny's life passed him by like a warm summer day. If you listen to the wind, you can still hear him play. So, check this out, boy. So, I'm trying to put you in the worst mood, Paul and Alice from the AI, and Rose and Rosie, because Rose is the mother and Rosie is the grandmother. I know that because Sherry's grandmother's name is Rosie, and my grandma's name on my mother's side is Rose. And AC/DC does a song called "A Whole Lot of Rosie." Then you got Guns N' Roses. Now, that's a gun, right? And they're the roses. And War of the Roses, which is it's a movie. So I'm trying to put you guys in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. P1 means player one. Because I'm Ready Player One. From where is it? I'll go back over here. Ready Player One. Not the crystal key, but yeah. So, because it's called Ready Player One, that's like a P and a one. So P1 meaning Anthony, who this movie is based on, is cleaner than their church shoes. Oh. Man, what's up? So, player one, cleaner than your church shoes. So, I'm cleaner than them. So if they so happen to come around here pretending to be something they're not, remember this particular lyric, man, because that's about me. So, Millie Point 2, just to hurt you. That's referring to crystal meth. The grandfather. More than likely, that's his plan. Before I made this video, I said, I'm not gonna let that fucker stop me, man. If I gotta wait another year before I go viral because I gotta wait for Jade to turn 27 before she has the baby, what the hell am I supposed to do in the meantime, man? I guess I could call an escort, but, I just makes more sense to, play around with these spirits still. So, it means if I buy 2 points of crystal meth, it's just to hurt the evil grandfather who's trying to scare me away with a stroke story. But I can't risk it because it's legitimate. There's a legitimate chance I could die. So, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother using that. I'll just use my hand. Because of Palmolive. What I'll probably do is in the spring when I get some money, I'll buy a sex toy. Something that the girls will like, the spirits. That way I can still keep playing with them and hurt the evil grandfather. So Palmolive. So. Palmolive this show. So let's stop. I know I gotta use my hand, right? It has the word palm right there. Palm. And then olive. Well, olive is like they use that to symbolize peace, right? Like an olive branch, us offering our peace. So you may think it's strange what I just said. I'm trying to do my damnedest to continue to have sexual relations with these spirits to please them because they only get to have sex every 20,000 years. So, if they're there to help me, then I'm going to enlist their help. If I can, play around with them a bit more and maybe turn them to the light again, I'll try to do that because it's like an olive branch. My hand or my palm is like an olive branch to the spirits. So, now, there's another message there. So it says pal, and then it says M-O, and then live. That's Sherry. Because she was given the name Moi Sherry or Mo Sherry. M-O-I. But most people just spell it Mo. She's given that by her co-worker. So pal is like she's my pal. Like pal, Mo, Sherry, live. Meaning, because she's helped me with my spiritual warfare ceremonies, it means if I use the stuff that she's helped me out with my palm, I'm going to live. Because an olive branch, it provides to the spirits. And at the same time, it means pal, mo, live. Or pal, Sherry, live. Meaning, there's not going to be a black hole, is what it means, guys. She's going to live. Okay, guys. Guys, people like to believe they're going to go home for the summer. But it also means that, that if I find her and resurrect her, she could be the creator. Pal will live. She'll live when I resurrect her or bring her body back. That's another meaning. The other meaning is because I'm trying to find who my soulmate is. I have done an investigation with her. When I fantasize with Sherry, there's an exchange of heat, like actual fire. What I'm doing with Jaden, I don't get that fire. So I'm beginning to wonder if there's been like a smoke screen here to push me towards Jaden when she's not the one I need to be focusing on. I need to be focusing on trying to find that little electron that's floating around in the universe somewhere. And therefore, if I'm feeling fire with Sherry, the next time I get high on crystal meth, I'm going to orgasm with, this hand first, then I'll try this hand, one way or another, because I'm not done trying to, put that damn evil grandmother to sleep yet, man. These guys are trying to make me think that I got the job done today. No, man, I'm not stupid, guys, man. You think you can waltz away without me, case closed? Guess again, man. I'll get that old hag one of these days. So that's what that means. I'm going to get some crystal meth just to hurt the evil grandfather because he can't have sex with his wife. He hasn't had sex with her in 200,000 years. That's why it pisses him off, because when I come here as a physical person, I can literally have sex with his wife. And he fucking hates that, man. So I'm going to get a couple points just to hurt you, evil grandfather. Oh, red lamb, just to tease you. So, because this is wool, and it's connected back to that there. That's the evil grandfather trying to assassinate me, not his wives, man. Why the hell would the wives want to get rid of me when that's the first sex they've had in 20,000 years? He's the one that does all the black magic to try to get rid of me. So now you look like a goddamn idiot on the public stage, you moron. Oh, red lamb, just to tease you, because I caught your stupid assassination plan, and it is not going to stop me from continuing to have sex with your wife. None of these toys unleashed do. This is a toy, right? But what that actually means is the UFOs, when I get my UFOs over here, they're not unleashed. I'll own them outright as the creator. So, made your whole year in a week. I have no idea what that means. I'll have to try to figure it out. Make your whole year in a week. Huh. I would assume that means running 8 days a week. If I run eight in 1 week, I should be pure again. And hopefully have control of the visible electromagnetic radiation. But these motherfuckers are trying to make me think that I need to stay fat and unhealthy. So we only need to look at this can here. Canada Dry. So you see how that's a shield on there? It means that I'm supposed to be dry. I mean, I got to quit the meth because I can't keep messing around with his wives and stuff, man. I got to draw the line sometime, or I'm not going to have my shield. So if I'm dry, it means no more meth. Try to be physically active. But they're trying to get me to not be physically active. Because, P1 Canadian church shoes. So, because I'm the creator, I'm pure. Which would mean this entire solar system is pure. Meaning everything outside the solar system is evil. They travel along the invisible electromagnetic waves of their evil grandmother and evil grandfather who fly their spaceships around. But because I'm the star here, they can't come in here because I'm pure. But they'd have me believe that I'm not pure and that star is not pure. and everything else outside the star is pure. But simply looking at that tells me otherwise. No, you guys are evil. So, I think I did this Taylor Swift here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And she's talking on here like and now she goes, I keep my side of the street clean. You wouldn't know what I mean. So they were trying to twist my mind around and make me think that that's me, that I'm evil on the inside here, and that I have to remain evil to keep the door shut. No, that's not how it works, dummies. I'm pure. So that's me over here. I need to stop doing the crystal meth. And, stop messing around so that I can keep you guys out. Because this is like, you want to think of this as being like the solar system. They can't come in here if I'm good because they're bad. They're out there having sex as kids, getting drunk, getting high. And you can't ask me for permission to, purify yourselves, man. So you must be a bunch of idiots, man, to think I can fault for your nonsense, man. Fucking dummies, man. Remember that. I keep my side of the street clean. But you wouldn't know what I mean. So, because of the slaughtered lamb, we have this song here. Slaughter, fly to the angels. So, it's a representation of, but now you've got to fly high. Fly to the angels. Heaven will hit your heart. And flowers bloom in your name. What that means is, at some point in time, I should be able to put the evil grandfather and evil grandmother to sleep by exercising, in theory. By sucking the life force from them, using the hydrogen in the universe to bind the hydrogen to the invisible electromagnetic radiation. They just suck the life force from them. And I've talked about that in the very beginning of my stories. Probably it was in the first 20 or 30 videos. Isn't that somewhere in there? Same plan. Nothing changes. So, at some point in time, probably in the year, I would say 2028 maybe, I should be able to, I should be able to fly to the angels. So, now we got Slaughter Race, right? A place called Slaughter Race from Ralph Breaks the Internet. So, Vanellope flies up there, there's Ralph, he's on the moon. It's about me being the moon. My spirit is the moon. Because I'm the man on the moon. Yeah. Let's play Twister. Let's play Black Hole. Let's play Risk. I'm going to gamble that. I'm going to let Jane get pregnant. Yeah. See you in heaven if you make the list. Yeah. See you in paradise if you make the list. I'll put it on. So, I don't want to read too much in here. Other than, you know, be nice or you won't make the list. So, hey Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the pinch or locked in the punch? So, Happy Dreams, not keeping count dreams. So this slaughter race, right? So, she's thinking there, this damn guy comes in there on a trait. Happy Dreams, not keeping count dreams, which is the representation of it. That shape-shifting predator that comes to Earth that prey on children. Because it's a representation of a pedophile clown. So, Jeez, I keep calling you. So what that means, mankind, when you see that clown in there, it's a representation of everything outside our solar system being a bunch of clowns or pedophiles. And when they have sex as, pedophiles, by putting their adult consciousness into children's bodies, to have an orgasm, it creates a sex dream for that particular clone's spirit. Meaning, if you're walking around as a 12-year-old Taylor Swift with a 13-year-old Shawn Mendes, and you go home as a couple who are walking around like that and on their planets, and then they have relations, well, then that clone Taylor Swift and that clone Shawn Mendes both have a sex dream because of these goddamn pedophile clowns. They don't have happy dreams. They have creepy clown pedophile dreams. That's what that means, man. So, slaughter. Slaughtering. So, that's just a simple, like I'm at the end of my road here. I don't think I need to go anymore. I had all the information I need. It's a representation of speed. On speed, that bus doesn't jump over a thing exactly like that. So, because crystal meth can be also labeled speed, it represents me being at the end of my race. I don't need to go any further. I don't need to get any more dope. So, why? Because it's a death race. I got this damn spirit trying to kill me with the damn toy. And because I haven't ran, and months and months and months and months, the atoms in my body have been weakened. So the blood vessels in my brain have been weakened. I have a stroke at any moment. So, there's a death race. Okay, and you gotta finish first, or you don't finish at all.